Okay. Wow. That was a lot of problems. Um, can anyone hear me? You're gonna see me soon, but let me know. Let me know if you guys hear me, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook Live. Let me know if you hear me, because if you don't, I'm gonna have to fix that first. Oh, awesome. Momentary Sizigi. You hear me on YouTube. Awesome. Possibly correct. We can hear you. That's awesome. Okay, so now I'm just waiting on people from Twitch. Oh, Mama Bird, I can hear you. So does Myth Guy. Okay, amazing. Okay, I still haven't really figured out my transition stuff, but I am going to first let you see my face, if I can make that work. Transition. Okay. Hello. This is me. Hi. Uh, so I think, I'm not sure how many of you here were here yesterday or last night. I know one of you at least is. But welcome to the first ever Articulations Twitch stream. It's not my first live stream ever. I've done live streams, maybe like 3 live streams on YouTube before. Who's messaging me? Okay. I haven't even had time to turn off notifications and stuff on my phone because I've just been dealing with technical difficulties, which is exactly what happens, I guess, with everyone's first real live Twitch stream. Okay. Anyway, okay, I need to ignore. I'm just seeing if people are telling me that things are going wrong, or if if it's like your stream is not working properly. Okay, and yeah, so I'm not sure if anybody's there at Facebook Live. This should be going there too. Just wondering, Mr. Moderator, again, if you can check if that's on. I apologized last night to anyone who was watching on there. I might have been dissing Facebook Live. I was like, oh, nobody's gonna watch there. But then I saw some, like, there were views, so obviously some people did. So yeah, I would like to know where people are actually watching, so that in the future I will, stream where people are most watching and not stream where people are obviously not watching. There is a chance the stream could go down. My OBS and Streamlabs keeps crashing. So if I go offline, it's not over. I could probably come back. I don't know. It took me just now 10 minutes to reboot my old ass computer. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say ass. Sorry, my old computer. So it might take just as long for that if that happens again. Okay, so I see, let me just do a transition. I see that there's currently 4 people watching on Twitter, not Twitter, Twitch, and 5 people on YouTube. Okay, so I'm not going to start the movie right away because obviously not all of you have either seen this movie or even know what the heck this is. So I'll go through a little bit of an explanation before I do that. And yeah, so and then I'll probably start the movie. I was going to start the movie right at 9, but that's right now. So obviously that's not going to happen. So I'm thinking maybe 9:20 or something like that. This way we'll also wait for more people to join the live stream. So I'm just going to check. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, everyone who's watching, I know some people don't like to comment and someone don't like to chat, but since I'm a new, streamer, and I don't have a lot of people watching, I would ideally like you guys to, comment and let me know that you are watching. That would be fantastic. Okay, So, and sorry, the reason I'm not starting is because I'm still trying to get stuff ready. I'm trying to load the movie. So I need to load the movie. Okay, I'm going to turn on the movie right now just to make sure it works. I have to make sure that you guys cannot hear the movie. Otherwise, I'm going to get copyright striked and this will get taken down and then nobody can watch anything. So I'm just going to do that right now and hope it does not screw anything up. And then you guys have to let me know if you do hear something other than my voice, because then I'll have to figure out a way to, you shouldn't hear it. There should only be one audio channel that's activated, but I guess we'll find out. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to, oops. Obviously you're going to hear it if it's coming out of my speakers. So, okay. Audio track. How do I make this go into my headphones? 1 second. Okay. Now there's no audio at all. Well, that happens. And now my computer is freezing. So this is the other problem, is that my computer, I don't even know if it can handle watching a movie and live streaming at the same time. So if I have problems, then I'm going to have to go grab my iPad and try to watch the movie on my iPad and then, figure it out from there. So that's also a problem. But right now I just need to make sure I figure out how to actually play the sound in my headphones instead of out here. So I'm very sorry. Please bear with me. Okay. Audio device. There we go. Built-in output. Let's try that. Okay, there's no sound. Okay, well, let's just restart that. I heard some sounds before, so there must be sounds somewhere. Okay, so while you guys are waiting for me, how many of you have either seen Dragon Ball Super Broly or have seen any Dragon Ball? If you have, please comment. Or if you haven't, you can also let me know so I know how many people I need to explain it to and how much in depth I need to make this explanation. Okay, Mama Bird has seen it. I know you've seen it. You've told me. But yes, I told you to let me know, so obviously you did. Dad, have you seen it? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna play the movie right now, just like for myself, and then you guys just let me know if you hear anything other than my voice. So the movie is playing right now. I can hear it. I'm just really hoping you guys don't hear it. So if you hear a guy talking in the background, that's not me. Okay. Awesome. Great. So I think so. Okay, so I got the movie to work. Now I just need to get the timer to work. And okay, momentary says I hear nothing. Perfect. That's what's supposed to happen. I've thought about showing you guys like screenshots from the movie. First of all, I didn't get that ready, and secondly, I don't know. Like, okay, so yeah, for any of you who who don't know what the gist is, I am gonna watch the movie Dragon Ball Super Broly, but I obviously can't show it on screen. I have to watch it on the side, and I'm gonna tell you when I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna try to get a timer thing to work on here to sync so you guys know what time I'm at, so even if you lose track. But I haven't gotten that to work yet, so I'm gonna try in the next few minutes to get it to work, and if I can't, I'm just not gonna bother because I don't want to waste time doing that. But yeah, so we're gonna watch the movie together. If you don't have a copy of the movie, I suggest you purchase it. I looked it up earlier. It's like $3 or $4, or maybe even less if you're in America, on like, I don't know, like Google Play Store or like whatever. It's not expensive, but yeah, please support the official release. I don't want to encourage people to obtain this movie illegally or anything. Let alone, hearing it from the stream. So I'll give you a few minutes to buy the movie, I guess, if you haven't if you haven't done that yet. So yeah, okay. I have a lot of technical problems according to OBS, but that's okay. All right, so while you guys are, oh, hi Jeremiah. Hi, nice to see you again. Last time I saw you was in somebody else's stream, but this time it's mine. I'm gonna fix this chat box thing a little bit. It's a little bit ginormous, so hold on. Okay, one second. All right, so yeah, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, have you ever seen Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z or any, or have you heard of what it is? If you haven't, that's okay. I'm gonna explain. Okay. Okay. So I'm just trying to get the timer thing to work, but it's possible that I won't be able to. Okay. And then sorry, I just closed it. Before I do that, I'm also gonna make sure that some other people. Okay. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if there's something is wrong with my YouTube moderator, basically. So I'm just gonna try something here. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna post a link to my Discord. If none of you have joined my Discord yet, then please do. But this is really just a test to see if I can post links, because it seems that I can, but my moderator cannot, which is kind of stupid because I gave him permission. Okay, can everybody see the Discord link that I just posted in, I posted it in YouTube, and I'm going to post it in Twitch in a second. Okay. Oh, momentary, gotta run for dinner. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining the beginning where I'm just going through technical difficulties. I'm so sorry that was boring, but it will get more interesting, I swear. Okay, so, all right, so that is one thing. That's great. I know it's something I have to deactivate in YouTube with the links thing, but that might just have to be figured out tomorrow, or for the next stream. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to make sure everybody knows I'm streaming. There's supposed to be things automatically posted to Twitter and stuff, but I don't think some of it worked. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, hold on. I just did something wrong. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Damn it. Oops. Mistakes were made. Okay. All right, good enough. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, if you guys can see the link that I just posted in Discord, please let me know. Okay, I'm just gonna go back. Hi, and 385. I miss you so much from my last live streams. I did watch Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, but not Broly. Now Slurpee time. Don't go to sleep. We're gonna watch a great movie together. Okay, Jeremiah. I've seen Dragon Ball the OG series. Fantastic. Did you watch it in English or Japanese? I'm not judging if you did either one. Just wondering. I haven't gotten to Z or other series. That's okay. So I'm not gonna, at the risk of offending people, I personally think Dragon Ball, like the original, was the best of all three or four, depending on if you count GT. But anyway, I've been missing people who are following me. So 1 second. I need to see who just followed me because. Okay, B Tang has followed. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. There were some other people. Okay, Mythology Guy followed. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Okay, so yes, OG Dragon Ball, best of the series. But please watch it in Japanese with subtitles. Don't watch the English version. It is so bad. Okay. Roderick, one cannot explain DBC so plainly. The series itself is a myriad of stories that change throughout the years. Yeah, obviously, if I was here, it's like I'm gonna tell you all about Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and prepare you for this movie. That's not possible. But it's it's I'll do my best. And I want things to be entertaining, even if any people haven't seen anything or never even heard of this show. And I think this movie, Broly, is made for that because it's a theatrical release and it's a big budget film. And they made it in a way that if you've never seen anything from the franchise, I think you can still enjoy yourself. But I think you'll enjoy yourself more if you know a little bit more. Roderick, GT isn't canon. We'll talk about that later. I don't think it is, but people disagree. And let's just say, let's not start a flame war. Mythology Guys watching it on YouTube. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, Jeremiah, I watched it in dub because I prefer watching things in English when I can. Yeah, that's totally okay. I'm not judging. And I forgot to mention for Broly, I'm going to be watching it in dub. I did see the Japanese version a while ago, but I actually didn't finish watching it because I was so busy. So we can talk about dub versus sub later, the eternal anime debate. But I have no problem. I actually watch these days. I watch most anime in dub probably just because. I don't know. For some reason, the older I get, the less I want to read subtitles. But and then also these days, shows are much better dubbed than they ever were before. If you're watching anything from like the 90s, definitely don't watch it in English, with the exception of like some shows. Like this was in the 90s, but one of the first shows where the dub was really good was, I think, Death Note. But anyway, I'm getting too far off a tangent here. So. Lucy, I came just to see you. Oh my God, thank you. Well, I know who this is. I'm not going to tell other people. So that's very nice. I hope you guys aren't bored. If you're bored, you can leave, but please don't leave other people who are not my parents. So, okay. Let's check some Twitch comments. Yes, Mythology Guy says support the official release so we can get more good quality stuff like Super Broly. I absolutely agree. Like I don't think Toei Animation needs more money, but I'm gonna give them money just so they'll make more because I really want it. Like the manga keeps going, but they're not releasing a new series or a new season of Dragon Ball Super. I don't know why. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Mama Bird says, the female in the Japanese version that did Goku sounded like nails on a chalkboard, LOL. So, okay, this is where we disagree, girl. You're my best friend, but I gotta tell you, Masaka Nozawa, who is the actress who plays Goku in the Japanese version, she's been playing him since like 1986 or 1985. She is like very old, but Japanese women live until they're like 120, so we don't have to worry. But yeah, so anyway, so I love Masako Nozawa, and because when I first saw Dragon Ball, I'm pretty sure it was in Japanese. I might have seen the Chinese version first. I don't really remember. I was like 6 years old. But in any case, my first introduction to Goku was this little kid voiced by a female. So I it's nostalgia. You can't really get away from it. Maybe if I didn't hear her voice first, I wouldn't like it so much. But to me, like original Goku and even adult like Grandpa Goku, I still hear that I prefer that voice, in my opinion. But again, today I'm gonna watch it in dub because you know I like some of the voices. So Jeremiah says, not all 90s dub are bad. Oh, yeah, Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, how could I forget? It's freaking amazing. Someone just introduced me to a new show, which I forget the name of. I put it on my watch list. The only reason I want to watch it is because the person that plays Faye Valentine is also in this as one of the, I think, the main characters. So I'm just like, great. I don't even know what the show is about, but I'll watch it just because of that. Tim says Yu Yu Hakusho still is one of my favorite dubs. So I've only seen the first season of Yu Yu Hakusho, but I planned on watching more, I guess. I didn't see it until like much later on, maybe a couple years ago. But yeah, I think it's great as well. Roderick, I have seen DBZA abridged, which we could talk about later as well, because yeah, I love it. It's amazing. I'm so sad that they're not doing DBZA abridged anymore. Or I mean, they are, but just not continuing with the series. So, okay, I'm gonna do like a quick intro. Okay, sorry. Oh, I was gonna get this live ticker to work. Oh my God, sorry. Okay, let me just try to get the live ticker to work, and then I'm gonna do a quick intro, and then we're gonna start. But I think, okay, so that you guys can follow along on the time. But again, this might not work, so I might just have to tell you like at what time I'm at in the movie. So yeah, so also, yeah, if you're gonna watch along, and if you're in the stream and you're gonna watch along, can you let me know just so I know how many people are watching along? So again, if you're not watching, that's okay too. You don't have to buy this movie, but you might be a little bit lost at times because I'm going to be referring to things in the movie that I'm watching on my other screen. So, I just don't want you to get too lost. But, oops. Okay, hold on a second. Browser source. Did I pause? No. Okay. Ticker. Yeah, I probably should have done all this beforehand, but I've been trying to get this stream to work since like 5 p.m. Eastern time today, and it's just very difficult. Okay. Let's see. I hope this works. Okay. Okay, I've added it, but it doesn't seem to be working. So, yeah, on the left hand of the screen, you're supposed to see a ticker, but it's not showing up for some reason. I'm just going to try one more thing, and then if it doesn't work, then whatever, that's fine. Okay. It's so weird because yesterday so many people were watching on Twitch, but today there's only 3 people, which is totally okay. Sorry, so for those of you who are watching on YouTube, this is being streamed on Twitch as well. You don't have to watch on Twitch, but I would like it if you could give me a follow on Twitch, so that I can get more followers, first of all, if you happen to also have a Twitch account. And you can even come back to YouTube and keep watching if you want. And then, and then you can just... I'll continue watching on Twitch. So the reason I'm trying to get followers on Twitch is I'm trying to get to 50 followers. I have 20 right now, and you can become an affiliate when you get to 50 followers. So again, I'm not pushing. I'm not trying to be pushy, but I would just like to have that work. Okay, the ticker is not working, but there's something I could do. This is going to be the stupidest workaround ever. but I have a page loaded up right now that basically has, okay, I'm going to try something totally different. So let's delete the ticker. Okay. Okay, I might freeze for a second again. Okay, let's see. Oh, window capture. Okay, let's do that. So I'm just going to share a part of my screen, I guess, which is I just have a web page pulled up right now with literally a timer on it, and I guess I'll just like, I don't know, like show it. Okay. Okay, the problem is, but the problem is, you're gonna see the whole window. I don't even know how to crop it. Okay. All right, this obviously is not gonna work. This is so dumb. Okay, I'm just gonna delete that. Nope, that didn't work either. Okay, forget it. So I'm just gonna have to tell you what time the movie is at. So, that is gonna have to be how we do it. And so if any of you get lost, just tell me, and then I'll tell you I'm at, like, 20 minutes 45 seconds or something, and so on. Okay. Blah blah blah. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, Roderick, one wrote on the original VA. Yeah, the actress who plays Boma. Oh my god, I'm blanking on her name. I think it's like, I have to look it up. But the original actress for Boma, who had also been playing her since the early 80s, unfortunately passed away in 2017. So in this movie, she is replaced. In the Japanese version, she is replaced with actually the actress who plays Sailor Mercury in Sailor Moon. Apparently they're like, oh, you play a girl with blue hair in Sailor Moon. Why don't you play a girl with blue hair on Dragon Ball? She's like, yeah, that's how you do anime casting. Anyway. So, anyway, I totally forget her name, but she's amazing. And so Jeremiah's watching along. Not bad for someone who just downloaded streaming software for the first time yesterday. Thank you so much. Roderick, by the way, I would recommend watching Shimonetta, A World Without Dirty Jokes. That doesn't sound good. I love worlds with dirty jokes. I just can't make them on this stream because this is apparently supposed to be PG-13. So, okay. This movie, I think, is also PG-13. All right, so quick rundown. Let me just pull open. I actually have notes. So, I'm sure you guys, well, I'm not sure, but some of you may have seen like other people make anime or Dragon Ball related videos, and I want to do things a little bit different. So because my channel is Articulations. The National Telegraph just followed me. Well, thank you guys. Great publication. Go check it out. So so because I'm an art channel, I want to come at it from like an artistic point of view. I want to come at it from a point of view of looking at like the animation style, looking at even some of the costume designs are really interesting. And maybe at the end I'll pull up some images on Google and I'll quickly share it on screen with you guys. But anyway, yeah, the costume design, just the scenes, even the CG I'll talk a little bit about later. This movie, I think, is the first Dragon Ball movie, for sure the first Dragon Ball movie to use CG. And not a lot of anime movies do, but, well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't seen that many anime movies. And also, what's it called? I just want to talk about not just like my love for Dragon Ball, but also my love for like animation and anime in general and people who are animators. And so I'm going to go through a little bit of sort of like just like some of the background in terms of the animators and how they worked and what they did. And I looked up some of this information. There's this really great website called Kanzen Shu, which I'm not going to try to spell right now. I'm going to look it up later and put the link in the description. But they have a lot of great information and background information on Dragon Ball, and it's like production background, not just like this is the cast and crew like a list. It actually has a lot of detail. So I got some of that information there, and so that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to so even if you've seen this movie, like 100 times, which I probably have seen this movie like 10 to 12 times, you might learn something. You might learn something you didn't know about like animation styles or sequences or storyboarding. And just a bit of background, I am definitely not a film critic or animator, or I don't work on films at all, but I did take a theater/film design course when I was in school. It was an elective, so I took this course for a year, where I learned about animation, storyboarding. Ooh, Cooking Report just followed me. Thank you. Great podcast. Everybody go listen. So I took this course on where I learned about storyboarding, character design, set design, lighting, CGI. I even made a little like animation CGI thing and did like sketches and character designs of my own for like some of my final projects. So I do have a bit of expertise in this. Like I'm not just some person who is on the internet, even though I am. But anyway, so hopefully, you guys will think I know what I'm talking about, but I definitely am not an expert in this field. I just did a little bit of reading and have a little bit of background. Okay, so before I start, so yesterday I did mention this yesterday, but it's funny because it would already happened. So I do have a couple things. I have so through Twitch, or sorry, not through Twitch, through Streamlabs. So whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, you can, if you choose to, only if you choose to, and this is just like pure suggestion. I have a donation box that you can donate. It's streamlabs.com/articulationsv. I'm going to post it in the chat right now. So it is honestly, like any amount of donation, I don't know what's the lowest. I don't know if it's $1, but if it's even less, if you can enter a lesser amount, feel free. And then just like I haven't asked for money a lot before. I've had a little tip jar on my YouTube channel, and some amazing people have like bought me coffees in the past year, and I'm just like, every time that happens, even if it's $1 or $3, I'm just so grateful. The biggest thing I'm trying to get right now is a better computer, so this technical difficulties doesn't happen again. My PC unfortunately broke just at the same time COVID-19 started, so I just haven't gotten to a computer repair shop to get it fixed, and I have a feeling I need a better PC anyway. So whether it's if I can get enough money to fix my PC or to get a new PC, whatever it is, that would be great. So if you can contribute $1 to Betty's getting a new computer fund, that would be very much appreciated. But if you can't, please don't, because I know this year everybody's suffering, and everybody's having not the best time, so please don't feel obligated. So if you do donate, what is going on? Why do I have this thing in my, okay. So if you do feel obligated, please don't, because you're not. And the other thing is, on YouTube, you can do super chat. I believe I've activated it. I don't, to be quite honest, I've never done it before, and I don't know if it works, but if you're interested, feel free. Again, a bit of a tip, like even if it's $1, your comment will get I think you get to make a highlighted comment. I'm gonna try to answer all the questions anyway, so like please don't see this as like you have to donate in order to get your question answered. That's definitely not the case. It's just obviously I want to show a bit of appreciation for anyone who does help me get a better computer. Yeah, so yeah, there's Super Chat and Streamlabs, and I think I've posted the link in both places. I'm not sure. Not sure if I post it in. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Oops. Okay, Brian Lee, do I need to know about what DB is to know what's going on? You do not need to know about what DB is to know what's going on, because I am going to do a crash course in, I think, 5 minutes, like right now. Yeah, Brian, please watch along anyway. I just told everyone, if you want to, you can buy this movie for something like $3 on like Google Play Store or YouTube, or I think like other streaming services. So, oh my God, Rowan Mack, you're doing this right. Thank you for testing out the Surface. That was £2, which I think is like $1 billion Canadian dollars. I'm not sure. Somebody do a conversion of how much that is. That's a lot already in contribution to sorry, somebody just said, oh, Roderick, why buy when you can build? I do want to build a computer, and maybe next live stream, it's going to be, please help me learn how to build a computer live stream. And then, or one of you build it for me, or something, and I'll pay you a little bit from this foundation of Betty's computer. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Zavi says Hulu has it. Yeah, Hulu has it. Like lots of services have it. So I do encourage you guys to support the official release. But if you've never even heard of Dragon Ball, you don't have to feel obligated to watch this movie. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make commentary, and I'll try my best to explain what's going on. But of course, some stuff is gonna go fast, and some stuff's not. But we will see. Anyway, thank you so much again, Rowan. That was awesome. So, okay, Dragon Ball. Okay, it's a show, or it's this bunch of shows. It was originally created in 1984 by this guy called Akira Toriyama. He's from Japan, and he was actually already a really successful manga comic book, which is manga is Japanese for comic book artist. He created a really famous, well-known show manga, which also later got turned into a show called Dr. Slump, and then he later created Dragon Ball, which he actually based. It's I describe it as a modern sci-fi adaptation of a traditional Chinese classic novel. So some of you might have heard of the Chinese classic novel Journey to the West. It's like one of the great classics of Chinese novels, and I will tell you, if you try to read it, it's very hard to read. I would recommend reading the abridged version, not Dragon Ball Z abridged, like Journey to the West abridged, because the original version is just impossible. I was talking to my boyfriend about this earlier, because he's read Moby Dick, which is a classic in the English speaking world. I'm like, it's like that, but 100 times worse. So, but nevertheless, Journey to the West is a great movie. Or sorry, not a great movie, a great novel. So you should try to read it if you can. And if my parents are still watching, I'll tell you that I'm going to try to read it in Mandarin, but I think I'm going to try to read the abridged version, because otherwise I might die. So anyway, in any case, Dragon Ball it's not the exact same story, obviously. So one of the reasons I became interested in it as a kid, I first started watching Dragon Ball when I was 6 years old. Is because I'm like, oh, it's a Chinese story. Like, I already liked anime, I already liked Sailor Moon and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, here's a Japanese guy trying to adapt a Chinese story. Let's see if he does it right. So anyway, so he's a kid, Goku. So it's about essentially this kid called Goku. He's got a monkey tail, and he trains in martial arts with his grandpa. But in the beginning of the show, or the manga, his grandpa had already passed away. He meets this teenage girl named Bulma, who is this girl with blue hair. She's 13 or 14 or something, maybe 15 when she first meets him. And she tells him that there are these 7 mystical Dragon Balls, where if you collect them all, now you get to grant yourself, or you get to ask him for a wish. And so the reason Bulma comes across Goku is because Goku has one of the balls. Goku's grandpa has the 4-star Dragon Ball. And hold on. I had a Dragon Ball as my pop socket, but it's now a Pokeball, so it doesn't really work for this scenario. But anyway, Bulma wants to collect all 7 because she wants to wish for herself a boyfriend. Which is, interesting. And it kind of sets the tone for the types of relationships she'll have for the rest of her life, it seems. In any case, it's an adventure story, and Goku, he makes friends along the way. He, fights villains. He, sabotages an entire army. He enters in a martial arts tournament, defeats some demon king. He marries his childhood sweetheart. And anyway, so... that's the gist of it. Dragon Ball Z is the sequel. So Dragon Ball Z introduces aliens. So Dragon Ball only kind of occurred on Earth, and then Dragon Ball Z is where Goku finds out that he's actually an alien. He is, at this point, he's grown up and he has a son, and he found out that his home planet was destroyed shortly after he was sent away as a baby. And there's just a handful of his kind, or his race, called the Saiyans, left in the universe. If this story sounds familiar, you're gonna find out for a second in a little while when we watch this movie just how familiar this story is. Again, he fights evil villains, but the thing that you have to keep in mind is that Goku is a bumbling idiot. He just wants to fight people, often at the cost of endangering his friends, family, and sometimes the world. And he only really accidentally saves the world at times, and sometimes he doesn't even, and the world gets destroyed a whole bunch of times. So the English adaptation of this originally in the 90s kind of changed a lot of this. A lot of people are under the impression that Goku is some grand hero. He is not. Just remember. Hold on. Matthew says, hype trade. Thank you. 2 pounds is $3.43 Canadian. Oh my God. Rowan, that makes it just even better. Computers are also very expensive here in Canada. Okay. So Jeremiah, I never knew. I would have guessed that Dragon Ball was based on a Chinese classic. Yeah, that's why I know a lot of people who hate Dragon Ball, and a lot of people who are just not going to watch this stream because they think it's stupid, but it's actually fantastic and amazing. And I'll tell you all about it in a second. Goku's based on Son. So in Mandarin, his name is Son Wukong, but in, I guess, Japanese, his name is Son Goku. So Jeremiah says Superman Redux, exactly. So anyway, Goku fights evil villains, is kind of, always wants to fight someone who's even more powerful, and gets excited when a new villain shows up. He's not oh my God, he's gonna destroy the world, and what about my family? He's just oh great, somebody I can fight and beat up. And he doesn't even want to kill the villains, because he's well, I just want to fight them again. And then people will be but he's gonna destroy the earth, and Goku's just it's fine. Obviously one of the reasons and then Dragon Ball Super is the most recent series. It came out in 2015, and while in Dragon Ball Z, aliens were introduced, in Dragon Ball Super, multiverses and God power was introduced. So I'll explain God power and all this stuff later. But it's just, now there's multiple universes, basically. I've been watching this show since I was 6 or 7 years old, and when after I moved to Canada from China, when I caught obviously the North American release of Dragon Ball Z, and of course me, like many other people, kids of this generation, when Gohan first turns Super Saiyan, I was exactly the same age as Gohan, and so I was oh, that's me if Gohan was a girl, I guess. Obviously there's nostalgia going on, but this is still a great movie. So, okay, blah, blah, blah. So what you need to know before we start this movie is that, hold on. What's going on? Roger said the dubs for DBZ made a story of a Superman redux. That isn't the case though for the original Japanese dubs. Yeah, that is correct. So I'm gonna get into that a little bit when we get to that part in the movie. So just need some water. Okay. Geopolystry. Hi, Betty. Hi, how's it going? Have you seen Geopolystry? Have you seen Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z or anything, or even know what we're talking about? Because if you don't, that's totally okay. This is meant to be entertaining for people who are even not. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me activate some stuff. Hold on. 1 second. I'm gonna activate some stuff in the. Okay. I activated my tip jar. So I don't know what this is. Oh, Mr. Moderator, can you make me a drink? I know you got me a water, but yeah, if you make me a drink and then let me know when you're coming in so I can turn off my camera, grab my drink, and then go back. So, okay. Mythology Guy, honest to God, the series is a wild ride that just continually escalates. Oh, I know. It's freaking amazing. Roderick, Gohan's dad is Piccolo. Goku's the most neglectful dad ever to be seen. We can debate that too later. But I do love Piccolo. He's fantastic. Piccolo is a green alien who's from another planet called Namek. And we don't know that either until much later on. Goku first defeats him in a martial arts tournament in Dragon Ball. And then later Piccolo becomes a good guy and basically is the godfather / actual father, the father who actually did things for Goku's son Gohan. So anyway, Geopolystry took me a while to get along today, but that's okay. I was supposed to start this movie 40 minutes ago, so I'm gonna start in probably 2 minutes. But so before we start, all you need to know really right now before this movie starts is that this takes place after all of the series of Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super. The manga keeps going, but the show ends at the end of this tournament they did. So they entered this multiverse martial arts tournament called the Tournament of Power, where they fought against other universes. Universe 7, which is what the universe that our story takes place, actually won, but it wasn't Goku who won. It was this guy called Android 17. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Okay. At this point, Goku has a granddaughter now. So his son Gohan got married and had a daughter as well. I don't think she even shows up in this movie, so it doesn't matter. But just shows you, just the context is Goku is supposed to be this old-ish guy. I don't know if he's supposed to be in his 40s or 50s, but he's a grandpa. But he still acts like he's 8. And is really stupid. Bulma, who the girl I told you about in the beginning, who oh, by the way, the first time Bulma meets Goku, she tries to shoot him in the face with a gun. So that also shows you what type of person she is. So again, problematic relationships. She marries this guy who's not the greatest person in my opinion, called Vegeta, and then they just recently had a baby girl, and which is their second kid. So that's really all you need to know. And okay, let me just go back to the comments before I continue. Okay. According to Roger, according to DBZ lore, Saiyans get stronger once and an enemy beats them. So the reason why this race of people is so powerful, or one of the reasons, is it's kind of the what doesn't kill you makes you stronger philosophy, but it actually is real for Saiyans. So if they have a really intense fight but they don't die, they're something twice as strong the next time. So if they just keep fighting and keep not dying, then they just, I guess, can infinitely get stronger. I don't really know where the ceiling is, but obviously anyone who watches the show knows there is no such thing as a power ceiling. Okay, the increasingly complexity of the Dragon Ball franchise is why I stopped at the first series. That's totally okay. Like I said in the beginning, I'm gonna alienate some of you, but my favorite is still OG Dragon Ball Japanese version. I know that's a snobby thing to say, but it is. Zavi, are you caught up with the manga? I am not caught up with the manga, so that's why I'm gonna say no spoilers on moral, or even me saying that is probably spoilers. No spoilers on anything past this movie, please. If you want to talk about it, you can join the Discord later, go in the anime channel and do a, what's it called? Spoiler tag. So I'm just going to put down the Discord link in here so that you guys know where that is. Okay, so here we go. And for anyone in for anyone in the YouTube who's interested in following me on Twitch so I can get to 50 followers, here's my Twitch link. Okay. Let's see. Roderick, out of all the characters, Vegeta has the most character development. This is true. You could argue something similar for Piccolo as well, but yeah, he's still not a great husband. That's what I was saying before. He's better than he was in the beginning when he like abandons his kid and wife and goes to some other planet and is like, I don't really care who you guys are, even though you're my family. But he doesn't do that anymore, which is much better. But that's setting the bar rather low. Anyway, okay, so I am going to, what is going on? Nice Kid 76. Oh my God. Hi. You are just followed me on Twitch and I haven't seen you in like ages. How are you? Tell me how you are, whether it's on, what's it called? Twitch or, YouTube. I'm just going to check the Twitch, in a second. Oh, hold on. My bartender just messaged me. I will have a drink for you in 20 minutes. Okay, thank you. Okay, perfect. So there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna check the Twitch stream, make sure it's okay. Nice Kid 76. I'm good. It's been 4 years at least. I know it has been. Well, you're a Twitch noob, me too. I'm also a Twitch noob. So you know we're both Twitch noobs. So that is something we have in common. Okay. All right. Perfect. I'm just gonna check my Twitch category to make sure I am actually showing up in the whatever. Oops. What is going on? Okay. That's fine. Okay. So, all right, let me load up the movie. Okay. Yeah, so Nice Kid, have you ever seen anything from Dragon Ball or not? And it's okay if you haven't, because this is meant for beginners like me. I just need to disable. Oh, there we go. I can't believe I had a night shift on my computer. Okay. Let me just see. I'm gonna start the movie. Okay. Oops. Okay, that is really loud. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So now that I'm starting the movie, I think I'm gonna be experiencing some more technical difficulties. So, please bear with me. And oops. Why are some of these things on my computer? Force quit everything. Oh my God. Sorry. My computer is like crashing right now that I'm trying to start this movie. That's okay. Force quit all, please. Force quit all. Not Streamlabs. Don't force quit Streamlabs. Okay. Okay. I have the movie loaded up. I'm ready to press start unless my computer screws up again. So let me know when you guys are ready. And then I will press start and we can all do it together. And then after I start, I'm gonna, what am I talking about? We can't start together because there is a 20-second delay, but my brain's not working right now. There is a delay, obviously, between me talking right now and you hearing it, but that's always going to be there, so we can sync it up. I'm just assuming. So anyway, and then afterwards, like as we're going through, periodically I'll say I'm at like 10 minutes, 55 seconds or whatever, and then this way you'll know as well. So okay. Oh God. Nice kid. Seen DB and DBZ and DBZ Kai, and I think GT, but only a bit. You don't need to have seen GT. GT is irrelevant to our conversation. DB is awesome that you've seen DB and DBZ. That's enough. Like, you've never seen Super, it's not really all that relevant. I took a friend of mine, we went to see this movie together when it first came out, and she's also only seen up until the end of DBZ, and she understood like 95% of the movie. There was only a couple things I had to explain to her. Matthew _0, hello. Okay, you're ready too. Okay, perfect. Okay, everybody on YouTube. There's no delay on YouTube. Yeah, I chose like low latency on YouTube, which is fantastic because that it's working. But Twitch, I think, is maybe 10 to 50, 20 seconds behind, even though I also chose low latency there. Great. Okay, perfect. So I have it loaded up. I'm going to press play in a second. Everybody on YouTube, you guys haven't said if you're ready yet. So there's no delay for you guys, so you shouldn't have a problem. Roderick says, another Saiyan lore is that Saiyans have a longer active lifespan, so they can fight even with advanced age. Yeah, that's a quality I would love to have. I would love to be like 85 and still look like this, even though it's not like I can fight anybody. So like, as someone who likes Dragon Ball a lot, I sure don't work out like ever. So, some people in this household would know. Okay, Geopause tree ready. Okay, all right. Brian is ready. Perfect. Okay, I am going to. Computer is crashing again. That's okay. I need to force quit some applications. Sorry. Force quit all. Okay. Okay, so on a count of 3. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Actually, it just played. I clicked play, and there was like a bit of a delay. So I just heard. Oh, I'm watching the Funimation version, so I have a boing Funimation in the beginning. So I don't know if that's gonna cause issues with you guys watching a different version. So I'm on the 20th Century Fox logo. It's right now it's 26 seconds or 27 seconds. So, good thing I didn't do the timer because it wouldn't have synced up anyway. Okay. Okay. Perfect. What is that? Is that the cat in the hat? Oh, that's the Toei Animation logo. I was just like, what is going on? Okay. Brian, yep, synced. Okay, great. So, okay, right now it's Planet Vegeta. That's the planet that Goku's was born in. He doesn't know that's where he's from until. So it says 41 years earlier. So this is a flashback scene that's 41 years before our main story that's going to take place later in the movie. It's actually apparently wrong. Like, some people on the internet did some math. It actually probably wasn't 41 years ago. I don't know how many years ago. Some of you who know Dragon Ball more can maybe look it up or find out. But it's around there. Like, this what we're watching at roughly took place like 40-ish or so years before now. So, okay. You know what? So right now, yeah, you're watching. There's a king. The king, confusingly, his name is Vegeta. Just don't worry about it. That's Vegeta's dad. It's really hard to load stuff. I don't think I can load things well in. I'm trying to load some Broly like GIFs, but it's not working. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay. Okay, sorry, I just missed it. So, right now there's this guy that just showed up. He's an alien. Or sorry, two people showed up. One of them is King Cold. The other one is Frieza. If you couldn't tell already, they're villains. They're like very menacing looking, and you shouldn't trust them. So let me just pull up my notes. Um, do do do. What is going on? Okay, so this first part of the movie, so okay, I'm going to try to get into some animation stuff. So this first part of the movie is actually a slightly different style than pretty much, pretty much like everything else that you're gonna see, and that's because this part was done by a different animator. So let me just see. I wrote it in my notes somewhere. So yeah, this flashback scene with Frieza, it was supervised by the animator Miyako Tsuji. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these Japanese names wrong. So her style is a little bit different than everybody else's in a way, and some people like her style, some people don't. I don't really. I think it's interesting. It's different. It's a bit of a softer tone. She does these like wider angles as well as like fisheye lens angles and stuff like that. So I think it's great because it's a flashback sequence. It's supposed to be different. It's supposed to be like somewhat, it's supposed to be somewhat like in a different tone. So that's kind of, sorry, the only reason I'm distracted right now is because it's trying to tell me that OBS is like having problems, so I just don't want the stream to crash. I can't even delete this GIF. Okay, sorry guys. I just have to. Okay, there we go. All right. I just tried to add a widget and my freaking OBS flipped out. Bear, I never knew Frieza was a dude. So I think canonically Frieza is supposed to be male. I think he's referred to as he. Also, I spell it Freeze, but doesn't matter. Also, technically I call it Dragon Ball Z because I'm Canadian, but I say Dragon Ball Z just so people aren't like WTF the whole time. Yeah, Frieza is supposed to be male, but his first English actor for many years was Linda Young, who's a woman. So a lot of people just thought Frieza was a woman. And he is supposed to sound kind of like effeminate, I think is the point. Like I believe his even his Japanese voice actor has a bit of that tonality. I like one of the reasons I'm watching the English version is because I love Chris Ayres, who's the most current English voice of Frieza, and he's just awesome. When he did this movie, he's been really sick, and he needs a lung transplant. I'm not sure if he's gotten one. Yeah, like he did this movie when he was had oxygen tanks, and he came to work, and I'm just like, you didn't have to do that. Like, couldn't you just ask Linda Young to come back? Like, but anyway, that's a little bit inside Dragon Ball for you. Anyway, so, sorry, I've got to check my YouTube comments. My computer is frozen, guys, so if I freeze, that's why. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so right now, Paragus, who is Broly's dad, is very angry at the King Vegeta, that his son is going to be sent away to like exiled, and he thinks the king is jealous that his son is what's it called, more powerful. Like he has a power level of 20,000. Don't worry about power levels here. Like I know Dragon Ball is all about power levels, like over 9,000, but like it really doesn't matter at this point. So yeah, like King Vegeta wants to send it away Broly because he thinks he's going to be a danger to us all, but his dad obviously doesn't want that to happen. Nice kid Zed. That caught me off guard. I know. I'm just going to call it Dragon Ball Z from now on, so you guys will get annoyed every single time. Why is my computer still frozen? This is so terrible. At least the movie's playing. It is a little bit jarring to I'm not sure about the Japanese version, those of you who have seen the Japanese version, but the voice actor for Vegeta's dad is the same guy as the guy who voices Vegeta, and all I hear is Vegeta. Like, I don't hear his dad. So I feel like they should have found a different guy, because Goku's dad is voiced by someone else. So anyway, like, not that he doesn't do a good job or anything. I just feel like I know they're supposed to be related. And I know Masaka Nozawa voices Goku's son and Goku's other son. Like, so obviously, you know, like, the same voice actor does the same people in a family. But I just personally would prefer if you didn't do that. Or if the actor has, like, a bigger range, that you can make it sound different. So... Jera Bear says it's over 9,000. Why are the doctors Russians? I know the doctor's like, this is Broly. He is the powerful. I'm just like, I don't know. It's like maybe Planet Vegeta has like the KGB version of like Saiyans. I just don't know. Okay. Brian Lee, apparently your computer is better than mine. Mine just crashed. Yeah, I know. Okay. Oh, bartender, someone tell Articulation there's a mixed drink next to her nightlight. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Okay. 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. I don't even know how this person snuck that in, but so now we're seeing we're seeing Broly leaving. I'm not pausing this movie because this is gonna be too crazy if I did. And you just saw I just saw the title splash on screen. So if any of you are wondering where I am, okay. So now Broly's dad is going to the planet to try to like find him. He has commandeered a ship. The leotards are so weird to me. I know. Okay. Thank you guys for telling me about my drink. How did you sneak that in? That was like ninja. What's in the drink, Mr. Bartender? Why can't I hear the sound of the movie? Okay, so Geopolistry, I can't play the sound of the movie without getting a copyright strike. And I don't want that. I don't want my channel to be taken down. So I'm sorry you can't hear the movie. You're supposed to watch the movie along the side. And if you're not, then I'm going to have to explain the movie to you. Transporter, yeah, I know. So yeah, if anybody is interested in watching this movie along, apparently it's available on like Hulu or Google Play or YouTube, for like a few dollars. So it's not expensive. So please support the official release. Okay, let's actually watch the movie. So, I forget the guy's name. Is he like this character that's just like a random Saiyan? He's got like another vegetable name. I don't like cucumber or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter because something's gonna happen soon. Yeah, animation is really good, kind of old school looking. Yeah, so I want to explain the animation a little bit. So where is my notes? So this movie, the character designer is someone I think totally different. I don't know the entire history of Dragon Ball, but I need to look up his name because I'm gonna pronounce it like wrong if I don't. And of course, my phone just crashed as well. I have some of my notes in my phone so that in case my computer crashes, I can look it up there. But can't rely on that either. 1 second. Okay. There we go. Dragon Ball cast and crew. So okay. All right. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay. So the why is it not on here? 1 second. Now I gotta Google him. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. Sorry, guys. Oh, Zavi, yes, this live stream is going to be saved. So, yeah, anybody, if you want to drop off now and come back and watch it later, you can. It's just not going to be live when you come back later. But, if you have to go to bed because I started later. Okay, so the kind of the chief character designer, I'm gonna butcher his name, but it's Naohiro Shintani. So he is known for so if anyone's watched One Piece, he's like a character designer slash like director or like animator for that show. So if you're seeing this movie and you see it looks more old school cartoony, it looks more like even kind of like a comedy like One Piece, and it looks flatter. That's Shintani. Like he's the new character designer, and he's again, I wish I could show you some of this stuff on screen, but even if I could, my computer's not working. So Shintani, so actually, and I found out when I was reading some of the details, and also I'll introduce you guys to a YouTuber after this who makes great YouTube videos about animation. Another animator, his name is Isamu Takara, and he's also known for working on One Piece. And so yeah, if you see any of these like really cartoony, like flat looking, I'm saying cartoony like it's an anime, of course it's cartoony, but it's like Dragon Ball is for up until this point is known for this very like angular, sharp, like all these guys with their like buff muscles, like it's like I'm sure you've seen it, but they've gone back to a softer style, like a Dragon Ball style. And one of the reasons I like Dragon Ball Super a little bit more is because it's gone back to this like fun adventure show that Dragon Ball used to be. So Shintani is kind of like like bringing that back as well. Okay, so now we're at 5 years later. So you should see Bardock, who is Goku's dad, just got introduced on screen. He's coming back to his home planet after some, like, war or whatever campaign, military campaign. If you guys want me to narrate the movie less, that's fine. I'm just saying this for people who are not actually watching the movie. So, okay. The ladybug monster are so dope looking. Oh, did I miss it? Did Paragus already shoot that other guy? So, yeah, the designer did a great job with everything. It looks so expressive. Yeah, I really like Shintani's style. The other thing is the director of this movie. Okay, I'm going to have to pull my notes up on my phone because this is definitely not working. Okay. I have to force quit Apple Notes. I cannot believe how crazy this is. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Where are my notes? Where did I write down the name of this guy? Okay, so the director of this movie, his name is Tatsuya Nagamine, and I believe he did some work for Dragon Ball Super. I can't remember which episodes, but there is a bit of a continuity there. And you'll see Nagamine was the storyboard artist at the final sequence, and I'll go a little bit into that. But he obviously oversaw this entire movie, but Nagamine's his contribution is really towards the end of this movie, which is epic. Okay, great. Yeah, bartender, can you tell me what's in my drink? Because I'm drinking it and it's good. I just don't know what's in it. Okay. Okay. Um, I'm gonna. So uh, this scene that you're watching right now is all a retcon. So this story about like Goku's dad, Bardock, how it came to be. This wasn't in the original Dragon Ball Z manga, and it was. There was a movie that was made of it, but it wasn't canon. The original creator Akira Toriyama never he never wrote anything about it. But I really actually like the TV special they made, back in the 90s about like Choku's origin story, even though it wasn't canon. This one you're watching is canon. This one was rewritten by Akira Toriyama and is his reimagining of how, Goku's origin story, how the planet got destroyed, how he was sent away. And I'm going to explain after this scene why it's a problem. So you're seeing Gine, who is Goku's mom, for the first time ever on screen. So the first time she appeared was in this, I think, one-shot manga. I don't know what to call it, but it's like a manga that's only like a few strips in some magazine. I don't remember which ones. I should have done my research on this, called Dragon Ball Minus. So this was published a few years ago. So this entire sequence, this entire like Goku origin story is adapted from that manga panel, Dragon Ball Minus, and now it's on screen. So we've never seen Goku's mom like on any TV show at all before, let alone the big screen. If you guys have any more questions about Dragon Ball, please feel free to ask me. But I assume whoever is still staying are people who are a little bit more interested. Um, okay. Okay. If you guys want to chat with me in Discord, you can do it in VC chat, even though I'm not in VC right now. 1 second. Okay. So, okay, right now, Goku and Gine are about to send Goku away. Like, because they're like, oh, the planet's going to be destroyed. Goku's dad has a suspicion that Frieza's up to no good and wants to exterminate them. So he's like, I'm going to send my son away so he has a better life or whatever. Um, Obviously, yeah, this is just readaptation of Superman, which has always been the case for Dragon Ball Z. This is not new, so that's okay. Except for the fact that like there's a few problems here that or a few things they changed from not the original because the original like series TV special wasn't canon anyway, but I don't want to get into that. Um, the original canonical non-canonical TV special has it that Goku's dad didn't care about him. Goku's the whole story is that Saiyans are like cold-hearted. They're just fighters. They don't really care about their family or children. Goku's dad was an evil, cold-blooded killer. He was not nice like what you're seeing right now. His mom didn't show up, and we're not even sure if his father and mother were still together. I don't know, like we don't know, but like we're under the impression that Saiyans just don't really give a crap about anybody else. And Goku became a really like fun, loving, nice character, not because his family were such great people, but because he got a bump on the head as a kid and then just kind of, I guess, like it erased or screwed up his head that he wasn't like evil anymore. I know that's not a great explanation either, but I like the idea of someone like overcoming, like you might have come from this like really evil, terrible race of killers, but that doesn't have to be your destiny. I like that a little bit more than, well, Goku's nice because his parents were nice. They were like the two nice Saiyans, like anyway. That's my 2 cents. If you disagree, you can argue with me in the comments. By the way, can you guys hear me well? I just realized I'm pretty far from the mic. So currently, Bardock is fighting for his life. Okay. So, yeah. There's apparently like 6 people or something, 5 people, other than Goku and Broly and Paragus and other people. So right now you're seeing Kid Vegeta and Raditz, who's Goku's brother. I don't know why they didn't just get kid voices or female voices, because they used like the adult male guys to voice them in the English dub, and I'm like, this is weird. Again, I'm not an expert on like audio and dubbing or anything either, so I'm just like talking. Oh, hello, nice kid. You're now also in my YouTube chat. Thanks. Okay, Jerbear, you're a little bit behind, but seeing baby Goku off is super sad. Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. If more people are behind, let me know. I can pause it and like, I'm probably going to do a quick intermission in the middle, but, unless you guys don't want to, but. Okay, I got to talk about this sequence. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. So, we're now we're going, this is kind of like the title sequence with the music and everything. I'll just let you watch this. So yeah. And Earth in Dragon Ball world is not the same as Earth in the real world. It's like a fictional world. Like that's why it says year 786. Like they have a totally different system. Like it's like alternate reality Earth basically, where it's like super scientifically advanced because Bulma and his dad invented everything that's in this world. And right now I just saw Bulma and her little girl, and Goku and Vegeta are fighting over the water. And I really, really love this sequence here. It's a part of this like slice of life type of, it's very Dragon Ball-esque. Like it not exactly, but it is very you know, reminiscent of that adventure story. Um Okay, so part 2 of the storyboard, which I don't know if it starts here, probably, was by this person named Masato damn it, Masato Mitsuka, and he did he was a regular director on Dragon Ball Super. He did episode 118 and the episode 129, the debut of Ultra Instinct, if any of you know what I'm talking about. So he did some of the really iconic episodes of Dragon Ball Super, and he's kind of known for this second sequence. And I love Beerus. He's freaking amazing. And I love Whis. They're like the best thing to ever happen. Like, in terms of like Dragon Ball Super. Like Dragon Ball Super is amazing because they were introduced. So, oh, for anyone's wondering, I'm at minute 28:23 right now. So, if you're behind, let me know. Vegeta just called Goku a dumbass. I know I'm not supposed to say ass on the screen, but the stream, but he said in this PG-13 movie, so. Um, yeah, like very good, just kind of introduction for anyone who isn't familiar with Dragon Ball. It shows like Goku's pretty immature, despite the fact that he has a grandkid, and Vegeta's kind of a dick. I think you can say I can say dick. Um, Even though he's now a good guy. He used to be an evil guy who murdered lots of people, but Jer Bear's at 26:50. Okay, you're about 2 minutes behind, so that's not bad. So yeah, you see lots of these like exaggerated expressions, and that's because of one of the animators that is wrote down on my list, but I don't remember who it was. Um, right now on screen, I'm seeing Trunks and Goten, and Trunks is Bulma and Vegeta's older kid, and Goten is Goku's second kid. You don't have to know about all this family tree; it's not that important. I do have to say, Bulma is probably, as series regular, like my favorite character. Like she's just so funny, and she's the reason why they're all still alive. Like she basically invented every piece of technology that saves them. She's also the inventor of the Dragon Ball radar, which helps find the Dragon Ball so you can find them and wish people back to life who have been killed. So, and she's just awesome, despite her like poor taste in men. She's she's a really interesting character. Do you cry when Dragon Ball turns emotional? Oh, I've certainly cried. Geopolystry. I've probably not as much as like from watching this than from like watching even Toy Story. But yeah, I do. I do. I get very emotional. I'm very emotionally invested in this show. I did not cry when Vegeta died in Dragon Ball Z because I don't really like him all that much. I know lots of other people did. um, let's just see. And Bulma's outfit is just like again, the costume design in here is just really amazing. So yeah, she's just like quickly changed into her winter suit. Oh yeah, in case you guys are wondering, some villains have stolen the Dragon Balls. Okay. Um, oh, this part is really funny. I guess I told you guys who my favorite character is. I love Bulma. Although my favorite Dragon Ball character ever is Arale, but nobody knows who she is, so I'm not going to get into it. She's only in like a few episodes of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Super, but Arale is the most powerful character in the entire show, so she's awesome. Um, yeah, so if what are you guys' favorite characters? And let me know in the chat. So yeah, Bulma again, the first time she ever met Goku, she wanted to wish for a boyfriend with the Dragon Balls. This time she's collecting it because she wants to look 5 years younger. Because she's now like, I guess in her mid to late 40s, and she definitely does not look like she's that old. So that's obviously what she's been doing. So like, it's just funny because Bulma's not the only example of this. Almost everybody has like a petty reason for wanting the Dragon Balls. Like whether it's wishing for like Bulma's underwear or like boyfriend. And you'll find out something else in a second. For wanting the Dragon Balls. Oops. Like whether it's nope, for, stop. Like, Bulma's underwear. How do I make this stop? Boyfriend. Damn it. I have my iPad here as a backup, but it's kind of giving me problems. Okay, awesome. So yeah, they're trying to figure out why Frieza wants the Dragon Balls. That's Berry Blue is the one who's talking to one of Frieza's minions. Jerbear, the vehicle design in Dragon Ball is so good. Yeah, that's true. I need to study to get better at drawing vehicles and stuff. Yeah, so I actually wasn't even going to talk about the vehicle designs, but they are pretty amazing. Like all the spacecrafts, all the things that Bulma rides or drives and stuff, which are all stuff she's invented. So. So yeah, Frieza's reason for wanting the Dragon Balls is that he wants to grow 5 centimeters taller, whereas Bulma wants to be 5 years younger. Like, I just love how all of the reasons are, ridiculous. So these two characters that we're seeing on screen are new characters that was just introduced in this movie. Lemo and Chilai, who are also amazing. Like, I really love Chilai. I mean, just, again, her design and everything. Like, she obviously looks like an alien. She's all green and stuff, but not green in the same way Piccolo is. And she's got, like, just such a fun, chipper personality. And I know that every character I seem to be loving is a girl. But obviously, I mean, for years Dragon Ball didn't have a lot of female characters, and I don't really care all that much. You don't have to have an all female or half of your cast to be female to be a good show, obviously. But one of my favorite movies is actually Reservoir Dogs, and doesn't have any women in it. But nevertheless, I still like seeing well developed female characters in shows, and when Dragon Ball introduces one, I'm always like really excited. And I really like the design of Vampa. So this is the planet that Broly and his dad were deserted in. I don't know if I mentioned. So Broly is not. He's new to Dragon Ball Super, but he's not new to the franchise. There was a really, really, really terrible movie that was made back in 1993. Again, it was non-canon. It was made by the animation studio, but it was not a canonical. So, and it was a terrible movie. So that's why I'm not talking too much about it. One second. Just sending out a tweet so people know I'm still watching. This scene's really funny. Oh, I forgot to mention, all Saiyans have tails until they get it cut off permanently, apparently. Okay. So, for those of you who watch the old Broly movie, which might be no one, and please don't because it's bad. Broly didn't have any character back in the original movie. He was just like this screaming idiot, basically, who was like this really powerful, legendary Super Saiyan. Uh, Whereas I just kind of spoiled some stuff for you guys, but the only word that Broly kind of knew how to say in the old movie was Kakarot, which is Goku's Saiyan name, and that was just like WTF. In this movie, like Broly's character development is so amazing. Like again, his character design by Shintani is like he's paying homage to the original design, but he's kind of made it his own. And Broly's gonna kind of explain why he wears that fur in a second. And he's still, this big, buff, strong guy, but there's like a softer quality to him. He's got this like softer part of his personality, and he's like again, like the opposite of Chilai, he's really quiet and soft spoken, and he speaks so few words, and his expressions are almost like expressionless. But there's so much personality just in those few words and those few, like, quiet, laid back expressions. He's not going to remain laid back though, so just watch. Hi, DL. Heart. Yeah, you guys are pretty quiet in the chat. I assume you're just focusing on the movie, but if you're still watching, please let me know. Ratchet of Vaporags. Hello, just dropping in for a bit. Yeah, we're watching Dragon Ball Super Broly. I'm here watching on the side. You can watch too, but you have to do it on your own because I can't show it on screen. And I'm making kind of live commentary about the animation and production backgrounds of this movie. Jerbear says, Sans are horrible people. Why put a shock collar on your own son? Yeah, I know. One of the themes of Dragon Ball is terrible fathers. Like Goku's a terrible father, Vegeta's a terrible father, Vegeta's dad was a terrible father. Now Broly's dad is a terrible father. Mama Bird, you're still here. Okay, awesome. What do you guys think of the movie? You and Josh, what's your opinion? Yeah, those of you who are watching, whether it's for the first time or if it's your first time watching, please drop a comment. Let me know. If it's not, like, what's your general opinion of the movie so far, or entirely since you've seen it? Yeah, so I'm at 44:56 for anybody who's just joining right now. So I'm about at the 45-minute mark of the movie. So if you have seen it and you want to skip to that point, you can follow along. Mama Bird says, LOL, Piccolo is number one daddy. Yeah, the only good dad is someone who's an adoptive father. So you just saw Chilai take something out of Paragus' pocket. That is the controls for the shock collar, in case you missed it. Mama Bird says, original Broly movie was horrible. This one is amazing. I love the character build they have for Broly. The friends he builds makes me happy. Yeah, so again, just takes, a combination of the original creator, Akira Toriyama, actually being a screenwriter, actually developing the outline and story for this movie, in combination with these really great animators like Shintani, and as well as really great director like Nagamine, and some really amazing animators who I'll talk about in a second after we get into the fight scenes, to make this a great movie. It's basically kind of like the same or similar concept as that 1993 movie, but just with better more competent filmmakers. Yeah, I love this little flashback. Mama Bird says, I want to see another film where he's more established and his strengths go from there. Yeah, I really, I guess maybe, I don't know. So I guess you guys have read onto the manga a bit more. I don't know if he ever appears again or if he will. I would like it if he did. And, maybe become like one of the Zed fighters, one of the main characters. DL and Ratchet, if you guys are still watching, have you ever heard of Dragon Ball? So now we're back to Earth. So they're now in the Arctic, trying. There's these two like villains from the Frieza Force who's trying to find the last Dragon Ball. Yeah, so Frieza doesn't like Goku because Goku defeated him multiple times and also killed him. Frieza had died and he was brought back to life at the end of Dragon Ball Super. People get resurrected in this show in case you haven't like picked up on that. So Whis and Beerus, I didn't even explain it. It doesn't really matter. Whis is an angel, so he has some special powers. He is the attendant to Beerus, who is the cat we saw earlier, who is the god of destruction. He can destroy an entire universe with like, I don't know, a snap of a finger, like Thanos or something. Oh, I love the winter jacket. So this is what I was going to talk about in terms of like fashion and like character costume design. Like Bulma's jacket as well as Goku and Vegeta's, like, that like Sab jacket. And it's such a simple design. And sorry, like it's also, it's they're in the Arctic. Of course, they're going to be dressed in jacket, but that like that those pops of color, like the blue and the green on them, is just so nice. And Bulma's, she also looks freaking fantastic in her winter gear. Of course, Whis doesn't need it because he's an angel. So we're kind of getting into the climax, or gonna be getting into, not the climax because we're still got half of this movie left. But we're getting into like the second half. This is now like kind of getting into the third act now. The first act was what's it called? that flashback sequence of 41-ish years ago. The second act is this like lead up to like meeting Broly and them figuring out Frieza's trying to steal his Dragon Balls, and now everybody meets. So Paragus realizes that Vegeta is the son of the king that exiled them. That's so he wants revenge. He's like, your dad made us be deserted on that planet for like 41 years. Probably longer. It's probably more like closer to 45 to 50, really, because I think they did their math a little bit wrong. So, and I'm just kind of like, obviously, oh yeah, this is Bulma with her winter gear. It's so amazing. So, obviously, Paragus is like traumatized because he's been exiled on some horrible planet for like 45 years or longer. But like, when is it right to blame someone's kid for what their dad did? Like, I mean, I know people do it all the time, but I like Vegeta's also a terrible person, but he didn't exile you guys. Like, anyway. Mama Bird says Frieza dying from Goku repeatedly is amazing. He's so damn mad. But him in hell is pure gold. Yeah, I would love to go over some of the hell parts. Mama Bird says Beerus is my. Oh wait. So Goku just said he doesn't know what the word repugnant means because he's, again, like, he's kind of a dumbass. He doesn't know anything. Yeah, so Mama Bear says, did you know Vegeta has a brother? I do know Vegeta has a brother, and this is also canon. He canonically has a brother. He hasn't been introduced in Dragon Ball Super yet, I don't think. But he probably will. I don't know, like, if he hasn't been already in the manga. I don't like it that they keep introducing Saiyans, though, because it's like, only 4 of us are left, and then it's like, actually it's 5, or 6, or 7, or 8. It's like... Some of the stuff that's in the movie was in the trailer, but not the movie. And I think... at one point, Paragus says, like, go Broly. It's actually not in the movie. It was only in the trailer. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so the fighting choreography, starting from here, is a great example of Matsuka. So he's the one who took over the second part of the animation. So... you'll see these like really long takes and like lots of zooms and flying around. So that this is like kind of a signature style of Matsuka, and I'm really hoping I'm saying his name right. I probably am not. But I forgot to mention earlier that so I love the music in this. The music is by Norihito Sumitomo, and just like the score and readapting the Dragon Ball Z theme song, Chala Head Chala, in the beginning was just like one of my favorite things. And also, obviously, he's responsible for the score throughout the fight sequence. So it really shows like that this is a bigger budget studio film. They're really able to do all the details of the animation sequence for like the fight choreography. And sorry, I'm just like pausing because there's going to be a transformation happening in a second. So yeah, Vegeta, he just did a transformation, which is quite different than how you would see a Super Saiyan transformation on the show. He like glowed for a little while, and then his hair went like green, and then it went blonde or gold. So like here, like you're seeing these not really new animators, but like a new direction by Nagamine. So again, like Mitsuka, he's done like most of Dragon Ball Super, some of the latter ones. So he's been around. And some of the sloppy parts of Dragon Ball Super, like because you know they had limited budget and time constraints, but for this movie they really didn't. They went like all out on these action sequences, and I will tell you, my favorite movie genre and movie and television genre is like action, like genre. So I've seen a lot of fight choreography and fight scenes in my life. This is like amazing. Again, I'm not Bruce Lee or anything. I'm not like a fight choreographer. I'm just like an armchair film fight choreography watcher. Um, just gonna look some stuff up. Um, so this part of the so I earlier I mentioned that you know that beginning sequence was by Miyako Tsuji, and the supervisor of this particular these fight scenes, the animation supervisor is Yuya Takahashi, and so yeah, like you'll kind of again, like I don't know these animators like all that well. Like I know some of them worked on other shows, but like in some of these sequences you'll see like kind of slight jarring changes even within the same scene, and quite often is because like it changed animators. There's obviously a whole bunch of animators working on this, and it might change from literally one frame to the other. But that's only really something that if you're really watching closely, you would know. Yeah, Jerber says great fight composition. It's quite good. I also really just like seeing Vegeta getting beat up. I'll explain later why I antagonize him so much. It's only because so many people like this character so much, and like while I also do like characters with a character development arc, he's just not a good person. Oh, I didn't even mention. Yeah, so Vegeta transformed into Super Saiyan God, which he's never done before. So I totally just missed that. So he that's a transformation that is like really a really big deal that Goku has done, and Vegeta kind of like skipped. He went to the next transformation. You never saw this. He like did it off screen. Vegeta does most of his transformations off screen while Goku does it on screen, which is another reason why he's just not happy about anything. In the movie theater, when we went to see it, I saw it with three of my friends. When Vegeta transformed, the entire movie theater just flipped out. Jorbier is Red Vegeta God. Yeah, that's the God form. That's the God power I mentioned earlier that was introduced in Dragon Ball Super. So Goku got the transformation. He almost always does every transformation the first time, and then other people, by other people I mean Vegeta, subsequently achieves it like at a later date. Yeah, the theater just like freaked the frick out when he transformed, and this is one of the things I glad I don't read or watch spoilers. I don't know if this God transformation was in the trailer, maybe, but I never watched any trailers. And when I saw that, I just about died. Like, I know for those of you who don't watch Dragon Ball, you're like, I don't know why you're so excited about this. His hair just turned like red. But it's a big deal in Dragon Ball, believe me. Um, yeah, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube and you're not watching the movie, you're gonna hear a bit of a silence here and now, because obviously I can't play the audio of this movie. Um, So I really suggest you watch it. Right now I'm at 1 hour and 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Can someone type in the chat on YouTube so I can verify that my thing isn't frozen? Okay, Goku's about to enter the fighting stage. Okay, so I'm gonna pause right here. Goku just said "Hey you" to Broly, and he says it's my time to fight. Oh, hi, nice kid. Okay, great. My chat's not frozen. So yeah, I just paused the movie, and I'm gonna have to go to the washroom. Also, this is a great time for an intermission. If you guys need to go to the washroom or get a drink, I'm drinking something that my bartender made. I have the idea. It doesn't seem very strong, so I'm not getting drunk or anything. So. I'm gonna go use the washroom, and then I'm gonna be right back in probably like 2 minutes, and then we're gonna restart. So I've just paused it at 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 3 seconds. If you're, I mean, you can keep watching, but then you're gonna be ahead of us. So I'm, yeah, you can. If you're there already, please pause. If you're not there, you have some time to catch up, and then I will see you in like less than 5 minutes. Okay, I have returned. I hope you guys are still here. I know it's late, but we have maybe less than 40 minutes left of this movie. Hold on, let me just go back to my face. So yeah, we have less than 45 minutes left of this movie, or less than 40 it should be. So if someone just told me that they haven't been able to see any links that I post, like if I'm posting to Discord or to Streamlabs, no one sees it. If you're on Twitter, oh, sorry, not Twitter, Twitch and YouTube, links are in the description, or they should be, but I've been posting them in the chat, but apparently they haven't been showing up. I think I have like links. You can't post links even if you're the creator turned on, which is really stupid. So I'm gonna post a couple links right now. Just tell me, I guess, if you guys see anything, because I have a feeling that you don't, but you know, it is what it is. Hold on, I just need to oops, of course now I've turned on Apple Notes, it's freezing again. Okay, let's try to go back to Streamlabs. Okay, I just posted a link. Please tell me if you see a link, because I have a feeling people don't. I'm gonna try to see if I see it. And yeah, no, I don't think it's in there. I have a feeling. Yeah, no, links aren't working. Oh wait, maybe, let me just see. I don't know if I'm able to post at all in there. Let's just try it. Okay, Gerber. Okay, a link just popped up on Twitch. Okay, it works on Twitch, but apparently links don't work on YouTube. What a surprise! Things don't work properly on YouTube. Okay, that's okay. All right. So, okay. Let me just see. All right. Well, that's okay. So anyway, if you guys, if you guys go to the link description of YouTube, you'll see a link to the Discord there. I'm really trying to get like as many people to join the Discord as possible. It's just a really great place for me to sort of like chat with everyone, even offline when I'm not doing a video or a stream. So it would be really great if you could check it out, and join, and we talk about all kinds of things, including anime on there. So it would be awesome if you did that. And like I mentioned before, I'm trying to save up for a computer. So if you feel like it, you really don't have to. You can put something in the tip jar in Streamlabs, or you can also, there's a coffee link as well as on my YouTube channel. And then in Twitch, there is somewhere a Streamlabs link. But again, don't feel obligated. Okay, I'm just going to reload the movie. I'm going to close Apple Notes again because it's making my computer crash. Okay. Awesome. Gerber, if we do another watch party, can we give suggestions? Yes, please. I said that this last night when I was doing a test stream. You guys, can give me some suggestions on like how to make this stream better. This is my first time doing a stream. Obviously, some parts are not going very well. But also other movies or other things you want me to watch. I really want to do a review of Mean Girls. Because I love that movie. It's also a movie I've seen like 20 times. Please give me other suggestions as well. Okay, so I'm about to restart the movie. If you're in YouTube or Twitch or Facebook Live, which again I haven't seen anything come through yet. But if you are, hello. Thank you for watching. I'm going to restart the movie so again, I'm at 1 minute, 1 hour, 3 minutes and 3 seconds. So get there and then we'll press play in a little bit. Jerbear says, cool, I'll join and give my suggestions in Discord. Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, so there's also a link to Discord on my main YouTube channel, if you're interested. Okay. It is quite late, but the people in Asia should be up now. The reason I'm doing this stream so late is for certain people in Asia. Parv, I don't know if you're still watching, but if you are, thank you. And yeah, if anybody is interested from Asia, let me know, because obviously I know live streaming is difficult for people in different time zones. Okay, so I'm going to press play in 5 seconds or I'm going to count down in a little bit for a 5-second countdown. 1 hour, 3 minutes and 3 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, play. Jeremy, I'm a little ahead. Okay, when you get to 1:5:32, let us know. Okay. Yeah, Goku's doing his bouncing up and down right now. So the soundtrack right now is really interesting. It's like kind of like there's someone just like yelling Kakarot in the background, which I think is a great homage. Okay, I'll have a little bit more to say when Goku does his transformation. So so yeah, so Goku has, ooh, what's going on? Oh, Betty Chen has shared the screen. Yeah, that's me. I'm doing it on Facebook. Nice kid, gotta head out. Thanks for the watch party. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming. It's so nice to see you, man. We should chat. Join the Discord so we can chat. Awesome, thanks. So this is a really weird part. Goku is doing some sort of like Jedi mind trick is what I've heard people call it, where he just like froze Broly. Like this is a technique type of technique that's not very common in Dragon Ball. Usually the technique is like blasting someone with an energy blast or like punching someone in the face, or a transformation. Like doing some weird trick where he just like freezes is kind of unique. And again, like you see that signature in Shintani, like, very flat, kind of like baby face even looking face, because again, like it's very signature in One Piece, where he's doing that. And like so god power is supposed to be very like, like calm and I guess like serene or godlike. So it makes sense why it's a little bit different from like just like Saiyan power, where you're just like, I'm just gonna kill everybody. For some reason, my view count has left. So 1 second. Oh well, it is what it is. So, oh, sorry, I'm already way past 1 minute 5. Jeremy, I forgot to tell you, I'm at 1 hour 8 minutes and 27 seconds now, and that classic shot of Chilai with her ass just sticking out, and I think lots of people who like women really like that shot. And right now I'm just seeing her butt right in my face, like on screen. If anybody just came into the stream at this point, they're gonna be like, "What is going on?" Um, so okay, just checking some stuff. Okay. So yeah, like you see, there was a split second where you see Goku in his like he has like a slightly different, more angular face. It's like it changed, and it was a different animator that did that. Again, probably only people like me and like animation YouTubers will notice that. Oh, so right now, Broly is doing the like the Hulk Loki like ragdoll and just smashing Goku, and then now he's having his face smashed into the ice. So yeah, yeah. So geopoetry is it's probably quiet in the live chat because everyone's watching the movie. So now I see why a lot of streamers don't just watch a movie while they're streaming. Geopoetry, what do you think of the movie so far? And I was gonna say the ragdoll effect where he's whatever doing the Hulk smash, that was also done by Kefla, who's the female version of Broly that showed up in Dragon Ball Super. I can't remember which episode it was, but she did the exact same thing. So it's like a homage to the Hulk's ragdoll, Loki ragdoll. Jeremy, I'm just a minute or so behind. Okay, that's cool. How did I get ahead of you? Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's cool. I started watching when you were describing Gagoku. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's why you got behind, because you paused for me and then I didn't tell you that I got there. I'm so sorry. Um so Goku knows this teleportation technique called instant transmission, where he can just like teleport anywhere basically. Within limitations. He can't teleport to like another universe or somewhere too far away. Mama Bird, Kefla was amazing. Yeah, what do you think, Mama Bird, about the the ladies of Dragon Ball, the character development of the ladies. And what do you think of Orale? So, okay. Goku currently is doing his transformation from Super Saiyan God to, I swear to God, this is a real name, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Which we call Super Saiyan Blue. So yeah, for a brief moment, his hair flashed white, which a lot of people think is the Ultra Instinct transformation from Dragon Ball Super, like episode 119 or something. The director has said it's not. It was just like a cool style. There's no Ultra Instinct in this show, or in this movie. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I saw it with my own eyes. Jeremy says, Piccolo, yeah, he's here. It's cool to hear the production information while watching. It's kind of like director commentary without the director. Yeah, you probably should watch like actual director commentary from like Nagamine or something on the actual Dragon Ball DVD or Blu-ray. I was thinking of buying it. I only have a digital version, but I think I'll buy the Blu-ray just to support the official release and get some bonus material. Yeah, like I became really obsessed with this movie, and where I read like the production information and the animation directors and like what their styles are like. So here's where you're seeing. So right now I'm at 1 hour, 13 minutes ish, and they're starting to do some of this CG stuff. So this is using computer graphics to do like 3D rendering in a 2D movie, which I know a lot of people are like completely against, because it takes you out of that, in a way it takes you out of that Mythology Guy just says, how could that not be Ultra Instinct? I know, right? The director, Nagamine, he says it isn't. So it's final, apparently. But what does he know? He's only the director of this movie. So, yeah, the CG is a little bit jarring because it kind of takes you out of the suspension of disbelief that this is a 2D animated movie. Like, some of this 3D stuff just looks so realistic. This part is so funny. So I don't mind the CG stuff too much, but I do just think some of the stuff, it just looks weird. Like there's like some realistic like smoke and fire and like like typhoon cyclone going that looks like it's real, like 3D real. It's that uncanny valley thing that you don't really want in a 2D movie, but whatever, man. Like, this movie is amazing. Mama Bird says about the ladies, they were badass. Would love to see them again. Arale was terrifying. Yeah, but Arale is awesome. She's just, she's so cute. I really want to watch Dr. Slump, or actually, I really want to read the Dr. Slump manga, but the problem is, I don't want to read it in English because a lot of the Japanese puns and the jokes are lost in it, but I don't read Japanese. So I'm going to have to learn Japanese and then read Dr. Slump. Someone's going to be like, why did you learn Japanese? I'm like, so I can read this one manga. Jerbear says, that cool silvery purple Australian agency you were talking about, it's really cool looking. It is. It's awesome. If you aren't familiar, you should go watch the Dragon Ball Super episode that it happened in. I actually wrote it down here somewhere. Oh, and I totally missed it. I mean, I know it was happening, but Broly has, after knowing his father died, transformed into what we call the legendary Super Saiyan. So there's apparently one legendary Super Saiyan that has like powers that's above anybody else. In Universe 6, that's Kefla. She's the legendary Super Saiyan in Universe 6. In Universe 7, it's Broly. So Broly is male Kale. Oh, sorry, it's not Kefla, it's Kale. What am I saying? Whatever, man. Frieza is such an ass. Yeah, he is. The ice and volcanoes are badly done. Took me out of it for a bit. Yeah, I agree. I do really like this. So like the whole thing is about Goku and Vegeta is that they never work together because they like are rivals, and they supposedly, well, like Goku doesn't have a problem with Vegeta, but Vegeta hates Goku, so that they never agreed to work together. But obviously at this point they're like, well, we have to. Oh, this is my favorite part. So Jeremy, like you said earlier, Frieza is such an ass. He's gonna he has it coming. I love Piccolo. He's fantastic. He's so great. Um, yeah, the fighting is very over the top and fantastic. So again, um, here right now I'm at 1 hour 17 and 43 minutes. I'm watching the scene where they're doing the fusion, or Goku's trying to teach Vegeta the fusion dance, so they fuse together and become one fighter that's like, I don't know, like 10 times more powerful or something. But they have to perform this ridiculous dance. And this particular part is it's got a very One Piece feeling to it, is all I'm saying. Like, if you haven't seen One Piece, which I haven't seen a lot either, there's thousands of episodes, but like you'll recognize some of these like expressions and like exaggerated facial features and giant like googly eyes. It's very like Luffy, Luffy's the main character in One Piece. So yeah, it looks, you can see that the director or like the, what's it called, the character designer for One Piece, and the animators worked on this show as well, which is totally fine because One Piece is a great show. It's just too much for me to catch up at this point. My mom just walked in to see what I was watching and made I don't know what that face is. Because you're watching someone watch a movie. So I missed one of the notes I said, I was talking to earlier. So the Broly Super Saiyan sequence was done by the top credited animator. His name is Ryo Onishi. So he was responsible for the Super Saiyan transformation. So again, like the transformation was done by a different. So sorry, I just saw fat Gogeta. Which is so funny. Oh, Geometry, yeah. It's great. Like, it's like movie watching Inception. So yeah, so there's 2 failed transformations into Gogeta because they keep doing it wrong. So they have to wait 30 minutes between transformations. So it's been an hour. Frieza has been getting the crap beaten out of him for an hour so far. You dare, Mythology Guy says, you dare make me exert myself to put this effort into a fight. I will teach you a lesson. Behold, this is Golden Frieza, the last thing you'll ever see. Such a badass Frieza line. Yeah, I love Frieza. I know earlier I said I don't like Vegeta because he was a villain and was a bad person, but I love Frieza. But like, I don't worship him. I don't think he's a good person. I just love him as a character. He's just so funny. He's probably my favorite villain. My second favorite villain is Boo. This is my AirPod case. I'll show you guys it later, but that's Boo. He's from Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, at this point, it's been like an hour and a half. Frieza has been getting beaten up by an hour and a half. Frieza's the kind of guy you love to hate. Well, yeah, for sure. He's Napoleon Hitler, for sure. And short as well. Oh, yeah. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of fusion. So yeah, where like two characters join together. I think it's a bit of a cop out. Obviously, when fans saw Gogeta, they like flipped out because these two characters have fused before, and they fused into Vegito, which is they use these earrings, and one person wore an earring on one side and one person wore it on the other side, and then they merged. This is the first time they did it doing a dance, the ridiculous dance. So again, lots of firsts in this movie. It's the first time they've done it canonically, I should say. I'm not going to go into the non-canon stuff. Um, so the biggest reason I'm not a huge fan of fusion is because just the two actors talking together, the two voices layered on top of each other. I know in the Japanese they probably do the same thing, but I don't know, I just don't really like it. Because one person's personality always takes over. In the case of Kefla, it's Cauliflower's personality, because she's the more alpha personality. She's the more like badass, like I'm all amazing. And because Kale is really reserved, yeah, they talk together, but it's really one person's personality that takes over. And in the case of Goten and Trunks, it's Trunks, because he's the more like, he's the more like whatever, like over the top type of character. And then in the case of Goku and Vegeta, like Vegeta takes over. That's just what happens. Because Gogeta is arrogant. He's like, I'm awesome and I'm just gonna kick the crap out of you. Personally, I don't see much of Goku in there myself, and obviously I like Goku more in the Goku versus Vegeta fight. I'm definitely a Goku person, so I don't like it when he gets shafted. Gerber says, "Who do you think you are, Frieza? Your bailout." So I love the way that, so even though I don't like the fusion voices, so this is where their energy has just like, Goku did a Kamehameha, or Vegito, or goddamn it, Gogeta did a Kamehameha power thing, and it just like sent them into a space-time continuum, alternate dimension. This scene was so trippy. And then so the voice actor, I heard a commentary, an interview, the voice director, Christopher Sabat, he's the English voice director, he said the "what the" was actually like a spontaneous, what's it called, impromptu improv line. It wasn't in the script. He saw this scene and was just like, "What the," and like recorded it and got the actor for Goku to record it as well, and then they just so it actually, I don't think, is in the Japanese. But yeah, the whole like fracture of the universe was so trippy. A bit of an insight into me when I saw this. When I saw this movie, I was going through not a good time in my life. I got diagnosed with general anxiety disorder, and I had to like, this scene freaked me. The scene with the alternate dimension and all the things freaked me out so much. I had to take some medication in the movie theater because I got so anxious. Like, it was crazy. But obviously, if you don't have mental illness, it probably won't affect you as much. But so just trigger warning, I should have said that. If you have GAD, you might have to take some drugs. Geopolistry just says Kamehameha. I know, it's great. Yeah. So, I gotta talk about this sequence. Oh my god, I totally forgot. I got so like infused into this. So blah, blah, blah. So there's kind of a continuous like 4-minute action sequence at the end here that we basically just saw, apparently the animator, he's stuck to the Shintani character sheet. Like, he used that design and didn't stray away from it pretty much the whole time. I mean, again, I'm not an expert, that's what I read on the internet, but anyway. This is now I'm at 1 hour 26 minutes and 25 seconds. They've just summoned Shenron, the eternal dragon, to grant a wish. Yeah, Gerber says, trippy stuff, Crystal Universe, crazy, but I'm loving it. Mythology guy, I don't know what's up with that. I like to think them fighting hard. They legit break through the universe barrier. I went into like an in-between space. Yeah, I think that's what pretty much seems like that's what happened. I'm going to pause a little bit just because there's a delay and some of you guys are a bit behind. So, okay, so I've just paused at 1 minute, 26 and 57 seconds. And I'm just going to pull up some of my notes because I really want to talk about some of the sequence. And I can talk a bit more because the movie's almost over. Well, spoiler alert, movie's almost over. Okay, so I'm at 1 minute, 26... 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 57 seconds, and I'm pressing play right now. Not my cinnamon bun. I don't get it. Either that, mythology guys, either that or Hit's time pause thing. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think of that. Hit is a character from Universe 6 as well. It's like they're fighting faster than time itself. That actually could very well be the case. You never know. The power ceiling has been broken many times. So, okay. So this kind of final sequence, and you'll see in a second how much time of geopolitry, how much time the movie is left. There's about maybe 15 minutes, I think. Maybe even less, maybe like 10 minutes, I think. Like there's still credits, and we're not going to watch the entire credits, although I am going to talk about the credits a little bit because this review is focusing on the animators, the crew of this movie. So the final Kamehameha that's done by Gogeta, as well as this like final sequence, was done by Yoshihiko Umakoshi. I'm sorry. He is a character designer. Sorry, he's a character designer on My Hero Academia, if any of you have seen that. And the crazy distorted eyes and expressions is like one of his signature styles. So that's where you'll see some of it. So oh, Gogeta just shot down Broly. He's a cinnamon bun, so kind of sweet but deadly. LOL. That's great. Okay, I'm at 1 minute. Damn it, I keep saying this wrong. 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 13 seconds. Broly has just been sent to Vampa, or sent back to Vampa. So again, like, Goku's always reluctant to kill anybody because, again, he wants to fight them. Vegeta does not give a crap. He will kill someone if he feels like it, even though he's a good guy now. So, supposedly. So again, like I said, Vegeta's character takes over. He doesn't care and just, like, says, you know what? I'm just going to kill Broly. Because, again, he's it's the right choice in this case because he's a danger to the world. But Goku himself probably would have never done that. And again, not because Goku's all noble and anything. I challenge you to wear someone's reading glasses for a donation. I don't actually own any reading glasses, Fuel 198. I own glasses. I'll grab that in a second. Has to be reading glasses, can be mom's or dad's. Oh, I don't live with my parents, which is awesome. But maybe for my next stream, I'll do it for my parents, or I'll borrow their reading glasses and I'll do it. So I have put reading glasses on before. It is unpleasant. It's a challenge. Okay, challenge accepted, Fuel 198. I'll do it next stream. I'll get reading glasses, so I do it next stream. Let me write that down. That's a really weird suggestion. Do you have a reason to Fuel 198? Just curious. Wear reading glasses for Twitch donation challenge. Ask dad. Okay. Yeah, I would like to know the reasoning behind this challenge. I mean, you don't have to give me one. I will do it. But um I'm just interested. So the reason I'm saying I have my own glasses, I have contacts in right now. So if I put my like nearsighted glasses, it's still uncomfortable. Are you just trying to make me uncomfortable? So you know it's weird. I said earlier like, Gogeta would have just killed Broly because he was a danger to us all. But of course, they didn't finish off Frieza, and Frieza goes on to like destroy an entire planet. And I'm like, bro, like, what? Like, why would you do that? Like, what? Of course, like, from a story writing point of view, they're trying to keep an interesting villain around for the future, but like, just don't do that. So, like, the moral of the story is these two main characters, one's like a child, another one's just like kind of arrogant and makes impulsive decisions. They both make terrible decisions. So yeah, I'm at. I think the movie's almost done. I'm at 1 hour 33 minutes, and Goku is on Wampa talking to Broly. I love Chilai. She's so amazing. Sure, Frieza just did a Team Rocket. Well, I'll be back next time. It's like Team Rocket is blasting off again, or Frieza is blasting off again. Yeah, Frieza really is the Team Rocket of Dragon Ball. Anyway, speaking of Team Rocket, my pop socket is a Pokeball. Oh, I should show you guys my home screen. Um, yeah, so here's an example of Goku just saying like, "I want to fight you again because I like fighting powerful people," which is very in character. Chilai is like the person who's never seen Dragon Ball. She's like, I don't know what's going on or who you people are. I just know Broly. I've just seen this movie. Does anybody here have reading glasses I can borrow? Okay. So I'm at 1 hour 36 minutes and 8 seconds on my thing anyway. It's just the title and the credits are starting to come up right now. So Goku just Chilai just said, or Lemo, one of them just said, "Oh, by the way, what's your name?" And Goku says, "It's Goku, but you can call me Kakarot." Which is an homage to the original movie where all Broly could do is scream Kakarot, his Saiyan name, like over and over to the point where you're just like, shut up. So yeah, Goku is really friendly. And that's the thing, is like, that's why I love Goku. Like, he's just so clueless and he's so like, I don't really know what's going on. I'm so stupid. But I just want to fight people and I'm really nice. And I know that's not much of a character arc development, but it's awesome. And while I did mention earlier that I like Masako Nozawa better. Oh, sorry, we're seeing the credits right now. So there's we're going to do that first. There's Nagamine, and you're seeing, this is going so fast. Oh, I just see character designer, Shintani is there. Let's see, who are these people? So Ryo Onishi, he's the top credited animator. He, I guess, did most of this, or not most. Like he did the most amount of animations in this movie. I'm assuming that's what it means. And Umakoshi, who we just saw scroll by, he did the Legendary Super Saiyan transformation. And again, there's like a gajillion animators on here. The thing I like about the credits, I know most people don't watch credits, but again, we're this review is really an homage to the people who made this movie. Also, the credits have these snippets of animation sequences, and I think each animation sequence is in the style of each animator. So when on your own time, I encourage you to rewatch the credits like 10 times so that you can, one, support these lovely people who made the movie, and see sort of each animator's own animation sequence, because it's quite fantastic. So yeah, like I said, while I was saying earlier, Mama Bird, if you're interested, I know you like, you don't really like, what's her name? Masako Nozawa, because she sounds weird to you. I will say I liked watching that last part where Goku says, like, my name is Goku, but you can call me Kakarot, in the English version, which is voiced by Sean Schemmel. And like the way he does it is just, it's fantastic. Sean Schemmel also did for Dragon Ball Z Kai, which is the remake of Dragon Ball Z. So in the English version, they never call him Son Goku, even though that's his full name. Son is his last name. They just call him Goku, which is fine. But in Dragon Ball Z Kai, Shemo actually calls himself Son Goku when he first transforms into Super Saiyan. And when he said that, I just lost it. I was like, oh my God. Like, did he just say that? Like, Masako Nozawa says it all the time, so it's whatever. But when Shemo says it, it's just like, oh my God, that's so brilliant. And then the other thing is, I was saying earlier, so earlier in the movie when they were doing the introduction from like past to present, where the spaceship goes, the Chala Head Chala, which is the Dragon Ball theme song, which I read, again, you can fact check me on this, it's the longest running animated theme song like ever, Chala Head Chala for Dragon Ball Z. So Sean Schemmel also at one point in Dragon Ball Super just randomly starts singing Chala Head Chala while he was jumping on the Nimbus Cloud, and I again just lost it. Like, I think one of the reasons I love this show now, whether it's Broly or Dragon Ball Super, and while I used to really diss on like the English dub, but now I sometimes prefer it, is just like these animators, as well as like the directors and storyboard artists and supervisors and CG creators and basically everybody, and including, the voice director, the English voice director, and I mean, I don't watch the other versions, but I assume like the Spanish, Latin America versions and all those, like they pay real great attention to detail and they really want to get this right. So like, the people who made this movie, good work. So Jerbear, thanks Betty for this watch party. Wouldn't have watched this movie otherwise. How much of Dragon Ball have you seen before, if you don't mind me asking, if any? You might have mentioned earlier, and I might have missed it. And then, okay, so yeah, those of you on YouTube, what are your thoughts about the movie? I know it's really late. I'm definitely gonna end before midnight because I have to go to work tomorrow. But yeah, just in like, you know, this last little bit, let me know what you think of this movie. And so also, if you have suggestions on not just movies, just like anything in general when it comes to live streaming, what you like to see, what you like to see me do, or what you like to see me review, or anything. Dan Stiver says, I can't handle Goku's Japanese voice. That's okay. That's okay. I don't judge people, even though I love Goku's Japanese voice. Like, I just hope Masuko Nozawa lives until she's 120, like most Japanese women, so she can do this. Because if she dies, Dragon Ball is over. I'm sorry, guys. Like, Sean Gemmel's not going to die for a very long time, probably, like, knock on wood. So, which is good as well, but I don't know, Masuko Nozawa is probably gonna outlive him. Just Mythology Guy says definitely favorite Dragon Ball movie. Yeah, so Mama Bird is my best friend. We've talked about this before. It's also her favorite. I think it is, right? Mama Bird, is this correct? It is your favorite Dragon Ball movie as well. So Jerbear says just a couple eps of OG Dragon Ball, otherwise not so much. Yeah, that's okay. Like, again, Dragon Ball Super is very reminiscent of OG Dragon Ball, and in my opinion, OG Dragon Ball is the best. And please watch it in Japanese. I really want them to do a Dragon Ball Kai, like a readaptation of Dragon Ball, cutting out all the filler, remastering it, and making it just overall look better, and then redubbing in English to do it better, because Dragon Ball Z Kai is really amazing. Like for, I think they've really, the English version at least, I think, has really redeemed itself for being so horrible in the past, but like so good now. For the most part, there's still some things that I don't quite like, but you know, that's just me. Okay, I just opened Apple Notes and it crashed again, so I'm just gonna, or it's frozen again, so I'm just gonna force quit again. Mama Bird says, yeah, I love the Broly character. Mama Bird, have you seen, you've seen, yeah, right, you've said you've seen the original Broly, you think it's terrible, so yeah. So who do you like better, Broly or KO/Kefla? Dance Stiver, I actually like the original Dragon Ball more than Z. Yeah, so do I. But the problem is, so like lots of people tell me, you only like Dragon Ball Still or Dragon Ball Super or all these terrible movies because of nostalgia. It's probably true. Because because I saw the original Dragon Ball when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and again, it's very close to me because, as you know, I don't know if you guys know, I grew up in China. Like Chinese culture is also very important to me, even though I love anime. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, obviously anime is a very Japanese thing, but you know, Chinese culture is also very interesting. So I've always wanted to read Journey to the West. It's just so difficult, but I think I'll give it a try. Maybe I'll explain Journey to the West on a not live stream or something. Yeah, I just, like, I love it. I love the story. I love the way it's been adapted by Toriyama. And again, like, I think Toriyama's a great storyteller, and just like anything he touches is gold, as evident by this movie. And then the reason I kind of did this review is I do also just want to celebrate these people that you probably would never have heard of, like, you know, people's name that I can't pronounce either very well. You know, these people in the credits, kind of like, you know, like Shintani and Nagamine and Isamu Takara, and also, again, I would just want to mention Sumitomo, who did the score for this movie. Like, it's brilliant. And so I really encourage you guys to you know, watch the credits more. You know, as someone who did take some of these film classes, yeah, like it's not an easy job. Retro, oh sorry, Retro Miakrat just says Majin Buu is whack. I agree. So yeah, I was showing on the screen something you might have missed it earlier. This is my AirPod holder. This is Majin Buu. This is my favorite villain after Frieza. He's great. Yeah, like Boo is great. Boo is one of these characters where I'm glad that as a villain he was not killed eventually, because he's just he's fantastic. I wish you see him more, because he doesn't really do much in Super, which is really annoying. Okay, yeah, Mythology Guy says I loved it. Mythology Guy, have you? You might have told me. Have you seen this movie before, or was this your first time? Excuse me. I read Dragon Ball way back in middle school. Yeah, I haven't read manga since I was a kid. I when I was in China, I read a lot of manga. I read like Doraemon, and I read Crayon Shin-chan, which is an awesome manga. You can see how old I am. I've read like these manga that nobody's heard of, probably because it's so old. Anyway, so yeah, you guys should definitely read the manga too. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Let me open up my notes. I was just gonna say, so I am gonna play some games eventually. I just have to get a new PC. I have to build one or buy one, or get mine fixed. So honestly, if one of you wants to build me one, I will give you money. I swear. I think. So I'm probably going to play, so the games that I have on Steam are Cities Skylines, Prison Architect, which is a game that I think you guys might find interesting if you like some of the articulations architecture videos. And I have Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, or Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which is one of my favorite games. So I'll probably play that game whenever I get my computer fixed, and I'll try to figure out how to do it on Twitch. Mythology Guy says I saw it probably in theaters and own it on DVD. Good work. So yeah, I don't have the Blu-ray, but I think I'm gonna buy it. Like I'm gonna have like everything, but see it in theaters, have the digital version, and like get a Blu-ray. Even though, do I even have a player that can play Blu-ray? I don't think I do. So I'm just gonna do it so that I can give these people money. Yeah, let's see. Mama Bird says that's hard. I probably love Broly because I love the intensity he gets when he fights. Yeah, they really didn't do Kefla very well. I think she could have been a much better character, but we'll get into that some other time. Jer Bear, was really cool hearing about animators while watching their scenes. Yeah, I just a couple of things I want to mention. I want to give credit where credit is due. So the website where I got most of my information is this website called Kanzenshu. Kanzenshu. It's like basically it's a Dragon Ball like database, wiki, encyclopedia. It's got like every obscure Dragon Ball reference ever. I'm going to drop the link as soon as my computer unfreezes. I can only drop it in Twitch because on YouTube it's not letting me. But if you just Google Kanzenshu, you'll get a lot of information, like too much. Another YouTuber you should watch is his name is Anime AJ. He does anime AJ like AJAY. He does reviews or breakdown. He does animation breakdowns of various anime, but he does a lot of Dragon Ball. So some of some of the stuff that I talked about I got from like one or either of these two sources, as well as just doing some Googling on my own because I just got way too obsessed with this movie. So definitely check those things out. And so I think the best way for you guys to reach out to me is so I'm going to turn on my lower thirds so you can see my what's it called? Okay, so on the screen, I just have, so some of you don't know, I make YouTube videos. I make YouTube videos on art, design, and architecture. Always pointing on the wrong side of the screen. That's my YouTube channel, our articulations, and then those are my like social media handles. And then you can please join the Discord. So yeah, you can get in touch with me pretty much on Twitter or Instagram. It's not the best way to get in touch with me because their messaging system sucks, and so is Facebook. Twitch, I don't even know how you would leave. Oh, I have a suggestion box that I have to activate after the stream. So there is going to be a suggestion box on Twitch. So if you're watching on Twitch, you can put a suggestion there. And then, but the best way currently to get in touch with me is to join the Discord. So if you, again, if you feel like it, please join Discord, which I'll populate the link in it. Oh, you know what? I actually think I can do this. Let's see. Discord. Oops. My computer is so frozen at this point. Like, it's not even funny. Okay. I can't type. Oh, there we go. Discord. Okay. Go. Yeah, so join me there, and I'm going to open a suggestions channel as well. Geopolistry, we didn't know you made YouTube videos. Well, some people might not, you know, who knows? Maybe some people think I'm a Twitch streamer, even though this is like kind of a disaster of a first time streaming. But, you know, you guys made it so much better. And I'm glad you were interested in hearing my Inside Dragon Ball stuff. So I was going to get into some stuff, but obviously I don't have time because it's almost midnight and I should go to bed, and my partner is probably going to like be very angry with me if I don't let him go to bed, because I'm obviously streaming from my bedroom. And so yeah, what was I gonna say? So yeah, like again, thank you to all of you for watching. And I want to scroll back. Who was the one that gave me a super chat earlier? Who was just freaking awesome? Rowan Mac 22, thank you for the super chat earlier. I think you might have left, which is totally fine because it's very late. Yesterday, Mark and BB Rhino donated on Streamlabs. Like, for someone who has just streamed for the first time, pretty much, it's amazing, and you guys are awesome. So yeah, please. So I'm gonna probably do some streams. I'll tell you guys why I hate Vegeta so much. Someday, and then I'll tell you just some other stuff, maybe about other anime, and feel free to leave me some suggestions. Thank you guys so much again, and please take care of yourselves. It's Christmas time almost, or holiday season, winter solstice. Please stay safe, wear a mask everywhere you go, and have a very, very good night.